my clients said this to me. She said, tech is not my love language. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's perfect. How many people can relate to that tech is not your love language? But if you are creating and launching a digital course, you kind of need tech. So when it comes to deciding what platform to choose to host your course, there's two things I want you to think about. And if we haven't met before, hey there, I'm Chelsea Hayes, the Course Pro, and I help entrepreneurs launch their successful digital courses. And those two questions are, number one, what is your ultimate goal? And number two, what is the simplest, fastest way to get you there? So your goal will most likely be to get students enrolled in your course because that generates revenue for your business. Like straight up, it's revenue for your business so that you can go and do other things, right? Your other goal may be, hey, I want people to sign up for my freebie or join my free challenge or my webinar as a registrant so that I can build my email list so that you can buy my course later on, right? So that tends to be the ultimate goal. But what's the simplest and fastest way to get you there? Now, my team and I, we use Kajabi. I don't think that's a surprise for anybody. It's an all-in-one platform if you're not familiar with it. So it does all the things like email promotions, and you can have your sales page or your website. It collects payment. It actually hosts your course and so many other things, right? So that's the main reason why we use that for our clients. It's an all-in-one platform. It does all the things. It's the fastest and simplest way to get our results for our clients, to help them create and launch their digital course. And I worked with a woman a few months ago, and her decision on course platform was based solely on price, not what is your ultimate goal and not what is the simplest and fastest way to get you there. And that makes sense, right? Like a lot of us use price to make our decision. And if you are familiar with Kajabi, you know that it is not the cheapest option, but it's because it does all of these things and because it's the simplest and fastest way to get you to your goal. So here's what happened. She was on Kajabi and she just did not feel comfortable paying the monthly rate. And that's absolutely fine. So she said, I'm going to leave. I'm going to use a few other cheaper platforms in order to launch my program. I'm like, that's okay. That's fine. Do your thing. You got this, right? So she started using these other platforms and there was free or there was cheaper service. But then once she got into it, she realized she had to upgrade in almost every platform to be able to use the features that she wanted. And then she needed Zapier to connect everything. And you can only do so much with the Zapier free plan. So that was another program. And she ended up saving, I think, like $20 a month doing all these other pieces, putting it all together. But I kept thinking, you're so frustrated by this process because she kept emailing me. And I'm not an expert in those platforms, so there's only so much I could do to help. She kept emailing me with frustration. Okay, I got this piece, but what about next? And what do I do? And all the, everything. And my thought was, you're spending so much time trying to figure out this tech, which is not your love language, and you're getting frustrated and it's not doing the things that you want it to do, when you could have been out in front of your audience. You could have been nurturing your email list. You could have been showing up on a Facebook Live, giving your people the content that they need and sharing your expertise with them. But instead, you're behind the scenes getting totally overwhelmed by everything that's happening. So for you, when it comes to choosing your platform, think about what is your ultimate goal and what's the fastest way to get you there. And if tech isn't your love language, then maybe you consider using Kajabi. But if you end up using something else, that's absolutely fine. But just don't let price be the only factor in helping you decide what platform you choose.